Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Icewind Dale. Alright, I think I've figured it out. Didn't really require a whole lot of trial and error, but, so we got that one. Now, I do remember that, the other symbol is this one. Okay, that should not have happened. So I did figure out... Okay, maybe I'll... Alright, let's...
Forward.
Do that. That shouldn't matter, I'm just trying to get over there. This is the right symbol. I know that much. Alright, well, maybe if we leave the room and come back in. Now, with this zoom level, it's kind of difficult to see what's in this middle ring. So, luckily we can zoom in, and we've got the two rings that are actually Baranar True Silver's symbol, I believe. So let's try this again.
How can I help? Of course.
There we go. Alright, so we want to get over there to that one. Finally, you hear a loud clattering coming from the round table room. Alright, if we go in there... What changed? I don't... Oh! Ah!
You have need of me? Done.
Ah! 56,000 and a level up. Excellent. Let's see, what are you gaining? Mage level? No more proficiencies or skill points, so it looks like it's just a wizard level, yeah. 2 hit points, level 3 and level 4 spell, no new lore? It's okay. Alright, what can we memorize? Level 3 spell, let's go with Lance of Disruption, that could be fun. And... Fire Shield Red could be good. But for now, I think I'll go with another Hopelessness.
Agreed.
And there we go. We've got the stairs down now. Excellent. Go ahead and quick save, and go down. It does feel a little cheaty that the map gave it away, but... The massive gear mechanism for the retractable stairwell. It is still creaking from recent operation.
Agreed.
Oh, this is a pretty small room. Okay. Oh, crap. Well?
Onward.
That was lucky.
Done. No small task.
Well,
Of course.
whatever. We triggered it. That's good enough for me. This beautiful monument appears to represent dwarven craftsmanship in the art of metallurgy. It also seems to have at one time been something functional. So we've got a stairway up there. I mean, to the gear room. We've got a doorway up there, I mean.
Onward.
You suddenly feel very, very cold. That's not good. Can we get up here? Ah. Norlanor, defiler, you have come to desecrate... Have you come to desecrate the remains of our home? I was thinking about it, yes. Absolutely not. Then why do you disturb this temple of Moradin? I was hoping to learn more of the conflict that occurred within this area. 2 catastrophes occurred within Dorn's Deep. The first was the destruction of our community at the hands of the orcs. More recently, there has been the occupation of our cemetery, the Tears of the Dead, by the necromancer Tarakan. Tell me more of the destruction of your community. Throughout the history of Dorns, we've always had to contend with the orc hordes that threatened our way of life. However, thanks to inspired diplomacy between the leaders of our community and the elves of the Severed Hand, we forged an alliance that kept both of our homes safe from harm. What happened? Corruption from within led to a falling out between our peoples. No longer organized into an effective, cohesive whole, it was only a matter of time before the orcs overran both settlements. What was the cause of the corruption? I am not certain, but it was apparent, at least from our perspective, that someone was deliberately attempting to seed mistrust between the dwarven and elven communities. When the orcs began appearing far better equipped than in times previous, the elves began to suspect that dwarven smithies were in league with the horde. Why would they think you'd supply your enemies with weapons? The elves felt we could not control our appetite for gold, so we were accused of providing the orcs with superior armament. Later, the elves took their accusations a step further and accused us of arming the orcs with the intention of having them destroy the Severed Hand. Who was providing the orcs with the arms? Not any dwarf within Dorn's Deep, I can tell you that much. We were warriors, not betrayers. If truth be told, I believe both communities were deceived by someone within one of our own families. I know not who, but I hope that when that person meets their end, they feel the pain of every dwarf and elf that lost their lives. I had some questions I wish to ask you. Certainly. What would you like to know? What can you tell me about Tarakan? Tarakan is a wretched necromancer that came to Dorns shortly after the strife that put an end to our community. He was aware of the tragedy that gripped Dorn's Deep, and knew it would serve as fertile ground to continue his research. What was he researching? During the construction of the Deep, we had the misfortune of uncovering a cavern that housed an ancient fortress from the negative energy plane. That's something, I guess. Now, I don't know if some being from that plane felt our presence. It would have to be an undead at this point. Maybe a Zagyi. What? Is it Zegyi or a Zagya? Whatever. It's one of the two. One of them's from the negative, one's from the positive. Or if the vortex itself was disturbed by the intrusion, but shortly thereafter, undead began to appear. Now, admittedly, undead do tend to hang out there. Most of them aren't technically natives, though. And these undead invaded Dorn's Deep. At first, it was merely a skeleton or two, nothing we couldn't handle. That's very easy to handle, actually. But over time, we received more and more reports of undead sightings. In the end, I don't think any of us were prepared for what would become known as the Battle of the Dead. How did the battle begin? One morning, our community awoke to the screams of the son of Jamoth. He'd been playing with within some of the caves near the forge, and claimed he had seen a small group of skeletons. We sent a few men down to investigate. They returned, badly wounded. What had they found? Hundreds of skeletons, zombies, ghouls, and other undead had suddenly appeared in the Vortex Cave, appearing to attack the settlement. With time working against us, we assembled our remaining soldiers and went forth to vanquish the deceased. Boy, I hope you had some high-level dwarven priests, because low-level dwarven priests can't turn undead. At least in the Forgotten Realms. But hundreds of undead with even greater numbers to follow. The dwarves would have been greatly outnumbered. No Dorn's dwarf would concede defeat while our community was threatened. Our wounded began to accumulate, and many our brethren joined the attackers in spiritual unrest that day. Just as it appeared that we might have to retreat, a miracle occurred. A miracle? From within the tides of flesh and bone emerged Jamoth, hacking at the dead around him with a fevered glee, bellowing with laughter. With each swing of his weapon, the undead around him disintegrated, regardless of whether he struck them or not. It was a beautiful sight to see, my friend. Ooh, I wonder if, Dumathoin, I think? Yeah, I think that's who it would be. I wonder if he became an avatar of Dumathoin. So the undead fell around him just by his presence? How is that possible? Could it have been an avatar? Jamoth and our community were touched by Moradin. Okay, fine. It could have been Moradin. Dumathoin would have been more appropriate. Unless I'm thinking of, No, I'm pretty sure it's Dumathoin. We later discovered the vortex that had brought forth the undead was somehow reversed, returning the spirits to their home within the plane of negative energy. Then Tarakan came along. As a necromancer, he must have heard about the vortex, correct? Yes. Once our community was no longer inhabited these chambers, Tarakan took up residence in the Hall of Heroes with a determination to restore the vortex. He is convinced that if he unlocks its secrets, he will be able to manipulate other vortices throughout Faerun. How? It seems the energies of the vortex would kill any man that approached it. Tarakan knew no mortal man could ever master the vortex. Shortly after his arrival in our home, he began preparing himself for the rituals necessary to become a lich. Fortunately, Tarakan must have neglected some of the proper enchantments, as the powers he wields are inferior to much of his kind. Oh, of course. If so, can you stop him? Tarakan is much more powerful than I. I am fortunate I continue to inhabit these chambers with my own mind. Once Tarakan learns of any dead within these halls, he seeks to destroy their will with his necromantic arts. Anything that lives, he slays. I could destroy Tarakan for you. That would not be an easy task. Come on, I've taken out a Maralith. How difficult could a weak lich be? You cannot destroy Tarakan by striking him down. It is his life force that sustains him, not his shell. Yes, we gotta go find his phylactery. Yes, I know. Life force? Liches store their life forces within specially constructed phylacteries. Now, if we don't know this, how do you know this? Most liches go to great lengths to protect their phylacteries, often placing them in remote locations when no one can find them. Boy, I'm sure glad that some guy was right here to tell us all of this before we go in there to fight the somewhat underpowered lich. You know, it would be really terrible to have to go in there, fight the lich, and then realize that we didn't actually defeat him. That would have actually been a better story. Anyway. Tarakan, however, feels his phylactery is safest close to him, and he has placed it within a crypt in the Hall of Heroes. So all we have to do is reach there and destroy it? The phylactery is not something that can be destroyed by common means. To destroy it, you'll need to remove it from this plane, a daunting task to be certain. Look, if lava was enough to destroy the One Ring, I would think lava would be enough to destroy the phylactery. Surely we can just go find some lava. We're underground. No less daunting than the other impossibilities we've been forced to endure in coming north. How can we remove this phylactery from this plane? That is where fortune favors us. The very vortex that Tarakan... Shouldn't it be vortex in this context? That Tarakan is studying can destroy him as well. Because it should be vortex and vortices. Correct? Eh, whatever. It lies within the Hall of Heroes, inside the tomb of Jamoth. Any undead being, regardless of power, is pulled back to that dreadful plane of existence upon entry into the tomb. That is why I've never been able to enter the tomb myself. So I would need to take the phylactery inside Jamoth's tomb to destroy Tarakan? That doesn't sound too difficult. Ah, but to reach the Hall of Heroes, you will need to pass through the Tiers of the Dead, where Tarakan resides. Not only that, but the great door to the Hall of Heroes is locked, and I'm certain Tarakan possesses the key. If you defeat Tarakan's physical form, make haste for the Hall of Heroes, for he will only be subdued for a short while. I'll see what I can do. Let me ask you another question. Your journal has been updated. Who are you? I am known as Norlanor. While alive, I served as a priest of Moradin for our church here within Dorn's Deep, I think that should be. Specifically, I was given the title Artisan of the Forge, and it was my duty to maintain this place. I died defending this temple. I did not anticipate revisiting it in the afterlife. Why are you here now? The presence of Tarakan, the necromancer who has taken up residence in the Tears of the Dead, has quenched the flames that gave the forge life. With the forge cold, the spirits of the dead have become restless, forced from their tombs with servitude for the monster. Almost all the dead of Dorn's Deep are now enslaved to Tarakan. I fear I am the only one who remains free. What can be done? Tarakan's transformation into a lich has caused enough negative energy to be drawn to the area that even our forges and machines have been affected. Perhaps destroying Tarakan could bring the forge to life again. One thing is for certain. As long as the forge remains cold, the spirits of Dorn's Deep are denied our final rest. I'll see what I can do. Let me ask you some other questions. First, we are in need of aid. So we can donate, or we could get healing. Wait, can you not cure light wounds? Interesting. There are a lot of things that you cannot do. And we still have to give you money. Well, I can't buy anything, so. So we've got a doorway there, doorway there, doorway there.
Done.
Doesn't look like there's any other place that we can go. I should probably, that doesn't, I guess that's not something. It looks like that should be a doorway there. Let's go ahead and save it. Let's see if, okay. To the Tears of the Dead, to the Tears of the Dead, to the Tears of the Dead. Oh. You guys don't have many, different places to go in here. Well.
At once.
I like being right. Oh my god! That is a lot of ghouls and ghasts. And some skeletal archers. Well,
Yes.
definitely need something other than Cone of Cold here.
To victory!
Alright. Let's see. Customize. Script. You're on standard attack. Cleric control. This script will allow a cleric or a paladin to turn undead whenever he is idle. By default, the character will only use turning when undead opponents are nearby and stop once they are out of his line of sight. Pressing the D key toggles this setting and causes the character to turn undead constantly, regardless of enemy presence. Note that the character won't attack opponents or defend himself while turning undead. Pressing the V key. Well, I guess we'll try that. You decide to get off your bow. All right. Any items?
At once.
What happened to the archers? Lich, animate dead. Oh my, that doesn't sound fun. All right, so something tells me that opening these things might not be the best of ideas, but let's go ahead and do a quick save.
I am by your side.
Let's go ahead and start
As you wish.
searching for traps. Regular battle axe. Ow. Start singing again.
I see.
Well. Oh, you're full up on items. Back on to finding traps. Excellent.
I hope.
Let's keep singing.
Certainly.
Oh. Oh, hey! There's an actual regular white now.
It shall be done. Gods grant these to victory.
Oh, zombie. Okay, the zombie instantly died. Well, no one got level drain, so I'm good with that.
Certainly.
Did waste some arrows on undead who couldn't be affected. Oh, let's actually go get rid of that trap. Ooh. Of course, now you're full up on items. You're not, though. Large shield, +1/+4 versus missiles. What exactly are you using right now? You were using just a standard large shield. I do need to run out of here and sell some stuff. There we go. Bolt of Lightning +1. And Chaos Dagger +3. Like most typical daggers, blah, 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 blah. 20% chance target is infected by disease. 1 damage every 2 seconds for 8 seconds. Save versus death negates. That's kind of crappy. What do you currently have? You can put that away, right? Yep. Warhammer +3. Life Giver. 20% chance to heal 1d4 to self. Oops, wrong person.
Yes.
Get back in your singing, please.
As you wish.
Any traps? Doesn't look like it. Got another magical shield. Standard Warhammer. And some darts. Alright, that might be about it. See what we want to... small shield +1. And unidentified darts. Static darts +3. 1d3 +3 +2d3 electrical. You do have some darts already. Berserker darts. I could probably put all of those in that thing. I am going to need to start swapping out these non-magical missiles for magical missiles if we're going to be fighting more whites and stuff, though. Let's see. What are we looking at time-wise? It's about time to... Well, it's a little bit early, but we could probably... Well, we can look around a little bit. The walkways of the cemetery appear to be built upon hundreds of interred, hastily carved open-air tombs, their final homes. Anything else to look at? I'm guessing that there's a door. Yeah, door here, door here, door here kind of thing. You can go up there. Don't really want to.
Of course.
Well, he doesn't detect that we've stolen stuff from the tomb, which is good.
Forward.
Go ahead and sing again. Diver's note. I remember seeing that before. You've got an empty slot.
I am here.
This trap has left me for dead, but it's just as well. I have felt the evil within me since the moment I stepped foot in this crypt. My actions no longer my own, my thoughts confused, my will gone. Perhaps another will discover the disturbance before it manages to overcome them. I found another route through the gaping hole in one of the prison cells in the Orog-infested area above this chamber, but that led to yet more of their foul kind, and a large grotesque beast that I could have sworn was speaking with me. Perhaps the evil was within my mind even then. Go ahead and copy it. I didn't notice that copy button before.
At once.
Keep singing.
Forward.
Come on, get some more healing. I think she's out of range. I'll get a little bit more. Alright, I think he was talking about, yeah, that, and not something else. Alright, good. She's back up at full hit points.
Forward.
Kind of surprised that there's no, like, question mark thing to let us look at that. So I think I'll head to the Severed Hand. That's probably the better place to go. Still don't know... Okay, quick question for those watching. I may already discover this by the time this goes live, don't know. But I didn't specifically ask about it before. But if anyone knows how to get... Or I should say, let me know if there is a way to get to this from this map, and I'm just missing it. If not, don't say anything. I just want to know if I'm missing something on this map or not. If I'm not missing anything, if it's like something later, irrelevant, something like that.
Of course.
You can mention that, just don't, spoil what exactly it is. I don't need to know that. Oh! You're back? The hell? Well, I guess there's some extra experience points for us here.
Your life is forfeit.
Prepare
Watch me work.
Well, let's Vitriolic Sphere. That one. Let's Ice Lance. That one. What the hell are you doing? You need to get in there and help. There we go. Excellent. 22 damage. Wow. That's pretty good. Keep singing, though. Alright.
Very well.
Let's make our way there.
Let me know what you want.
Keep singing. Ah, crap.
Forward.
Ready for action.
Get in there.
Onward to victory!
Alright, you know what? I don't like her on that. Because she's not running in to attack, and that's kind of what her job is, for the most part. The healing and other spells are mostly secondary. I guess I can try turning off AI if I need to.
Done.
To victory.
Bring
Get
it
some more.
on!
Oh, crap.
Yes.
Did something actually happen, or is that just generic sound effect? Text Island we. Yeah, okay, it doesn't look like it actually was able to do anything. Now we're getting some bonus experience points out of this. I'm always good with that. I'm always happy with that.
Very well.
Now can we get it? What is it? What is it? Where is it? There we go.
Forward.
Oh, great. Moonshadow's panicked. Well, I guess it's okay. Won't kill us. You get the hell out of there. For that matter, you get the hell out of there.
Watch me work. Taste my
You having fun there, Moonshadow? Just, you know, wandering around, not helping us.
Yes. Forward.
Alright, let's see if we can get up there. There we go. Come along, Moonshadow. See, look what you've done. You've caused the game to spam at me that I must gather my party before venturing forth. Okay.
Onward.
I wonder if I should rest out here. Nah, we're going someplace where we'll be able to rest. Alright, so when we come back, I'll get back into Dorn's Deep and back down to the Temple of Moradin before we come back. But I'll have sold a bunch of stuff. Maybe I'll go back to Kuldahar and see if there's anything there that I want to buy. There is that bow that I would kind of like to get. I think there was another weapon, maybe. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. I'll obviously you'll find out in the next episode what I've done, because I'm not sure quite yet what my plan is. But I'll see you next time, everyone.